Hey there folks, welcome to this video, and here I'm going to be talking about Mercedes, and they have unveiled a brand new livery for 2020 that is going to have a black base instead of the silver base that they have been using. And I'm going to link in the description below the article on Mercedes' website, where they talk about the all-black base. It's a statement that they stand against racism and discrimination in all forms, and a public pledge to further improve the diversity of the team and sport. Which, well, I think is brilliant. They make note of how in the past 5 weeks, Black Lives Matter movement has shone a searching light on how much we need new measures and actions in the fight against racism and all forms of discrimination. So praise the Black Lives Matter movement. It's got something saying the call to end racism will feature on the halo of the cars, and the United F1 initiative We Racist One will be featured on the mirrors of the W11, which I think is pretty nice. At the same time, they've made note of the fact that 3% of their workforce identifies belonging to minority ethnic groups, and only 12% of the employees are women. So over the course of this year, they are seeking to announce a diversity and inclusion program to, and this is from the Mercedes article as well, continue to listen to and raise awareness of the team members, forensic analysis of recruitment and development processes, collaboration with the sport's key stakeholders to improve accessibility to the sport, and targeted education initiatives to encourage and support talented people from underrepresented backgrounds who aspire to reach F1. They say that it would take time to build the right strategy and consistent effort and investment year on year and decade on decade to make a measurable difference, but the commitment to doing this is irreversible. And you got quotes from Marcus Schaefer, who is member of the board of management for Daimler Auto Group. You got another message from Toto Wolff, and you've also got ones from Lewis Hamilton and Valtteri Bottas. And they are expected to be adapting their helmets, and the overalls are also going to be having a black base as well. Which, I mean, I think that's awesome. I think it's pretty cool. I know there are going to be a lot of people in the comments, and I'm going to be moderating the comment section for this one as well, god damn it. Because they're going to be annoyed that it's a black base because they're like, oh, you're placating a movement like this. I just want those people to grow up, and I want them to go away. Racism has no place in this community, it has no place on this channel, and, well, I think the livery looks pretty awesome. And the thing is, I've seen a lot of people trying to make the accusation that Lewis Hamilton, racing with Mercedes, is racing for a regime that worked for the Nazis. And as much as we have to be critical of corporations who have had prior involvements with kind of shady backgrounds and, you know, racist, fascist governments, Mercedes has been a brand that's always been quite aware of the world surrounding it. It's been something that's been really good for them. They've, for example, they also signed up for like a kind of responsibility initiative after World War II, recognising that they'd made mistakes and wanted to be better. And this is just another step along that line. And also, if you really are committed to saying, oh, we shouldn't like Mercedes because they worked with the Nazis, then don't use the name Silver Arrows. Because the name Silver Arrows is something that came about because of the 1930s teams of Auto Union and Mercedes. So, if you're so annoyed that, oh, they're not the Silver Arrows anymore because it's not a silver car, they're placating Black Lives Matter, oh, but they're a racist team that worked with the Nazis, just go away. And you have to think about why you were calling them the Silver Arrows in the first place, because surely you should be offended that they are calling themselves the Silver Arrows to begin with. Anyways, those are my thoughts. I like the livery. I think it's another good step by Mercedes. I would have liked them to have said Black Lives Matter themselves, but one step at a time. Like, we can't really expect that the corporations have got to be the guiding light. They will only react when they believe it's palatable to react. But they are praising the Black Lives Matter movement, and they are making steps to be better. Which I think that's a good point, at the very least. It's still got ways to go, but I believe that the Mercedes F1 team, at the very least, if not Mercedes and Daimler Auto Group themselves, are committed to that. And really, that's for the good of all of us. On that note, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye for now.